San Antonio, Richard Cavazos here with Pride Floors. So we love to collaborate with builders. We love the opportunity to work with high-end builders, especially when they trust us. They set the standard. We want to try to exceed it as well. So I wanted to show you this project that we were fortunate to be a part of. Unfortunately, we don't have the before pictures, but you'll see all the after pictures of what transpired and all the remodeling that the builder that I worked with, that I'll introduce you here in a second, was able to do. And plus introduce you to the cleaning companies that we work with as well, to make sure at the end of the project, the house is nice and tidied up and the customer's happy to come into a new home, basically. So one of the pleasures I get is to be able to collaborate with custom home builders like my friend here, Shahab Mohseni. He's been doing this a long time. I've known him probably 10 years at the very least. We get to do all his flooring, and he sets a high standard for a lot of his clients, and we just want to make sure that we can provide that for him. So we've been very grateful to work with him, and I want him to talk about his process when he builds homes. What exactly do you do? Do you actually design the homes for everybody from scratch?
With an architectural degree background, I start with design build process, go through the schematics, start from there, go into working drawings, price it as we go along, and therefore, make sure that the details are carried all the way through schematics, all the way through to the end.
Yeah, and I've been able to witness the transformation of a lot of his projects from start to finish. Obviously, since we do the flooring, we're coming in at the tail end, but a lot of the times when we come in on the front end, we're seeing sticks and just kind of walls, and it's hard to visualize. And that's the one thing I will give you credit for, because you can see it on paper that most people can't, and being able to help clients kind of visualize that's probably the hardest thing you can do, right?
Yeah, normally what I always tell all the clients, it's 8-second ride, just hang on for the ride, and at the end you see the final product, and normally that's the best part about it.
I think that's what separates you from some of the top tier builders that are out there. I mean, you're definitely one of the top ones that I've worked with forever, and I just want to say thank you so much for trusting in us to be one of your vendors. I think it all comes down to, and you probably could attest to this, having the right people helping you out, create a project from start to finish, making sure it's realized at the end. Because it's all about the details, and I know that's super, super important for you.
That's primarily just having the right team, and we just move from project to project, and I rely on the trades as much as they rely on me.
So part of our process was to replace all the old flooring in a lot of the bedrooms, high trafficked areas, got rid of all the old carpet, and put in this real nice high-end luxurious flooring, European oak wire brush floor from D&M Floors. But the biggest thing is the homeowner here actually kept all the old stone and marble that was out throughout the house. So finding a floor that complements that is really key. And fortunately, we were able to find a really good looking product, as you'll see here. The thing too that I like to point out too, the master closets, a lot of times people don't like putting wood in there, but as you can see, there's a benefit to that. You can have this kind of flow and not be so chopped up. Some of the homes that we do kind of obviously have nicer closets and just bigger rooms themselves, right? So we're just lucky to be able to collaborate with Shahab in this particular project and add value to the home and the overall project. The biggest thing that you have to make sure you consider too when you're doing a remodel, because sometimes you're not replacing everything, you're not gutting out everything. You don't want to put a cheap wood floor or a cheap plastic floor or an imitation floor when you have a nice home. So you want to get something that has value, that's going to increase the value of the home, if anything, and replace all the carpeting with this really good looking floor. So one of the things that we really love to do, especially if we're working on a big project, where you get a messy house, right? You're kind of doing all this construction. I think for us, it's important to bring in a professional cleaning company to come in and detail the house after the fact. I want to introduce Mari de la Garza, the master cleaning and make ready. She's been doing this for over 20 years, and maybe have her explain to us her process and what they do when they come in specifically to clean the house.
First of all, I work with a lot of custom builders in San Antonio. I've been in the cleaning industry for 22 years. It's a process, but we do 2 cleanings. Your first cleaning, which is your windows. The idea is to get it cleaned up for the painters to follow after we clean.
But with the new construction builders that you work with, obviously you do large homes. What's that process look like? You have 1, 2, 3 steps. You obviously can't just go at the very end, because these homes that I've seen before are super dirty and big, right?
We come in the front end, we do the initial clean, and we do the windows at that point, prep it up for the painters. And then right before they move in, we'll do a final cleaning. At that point, we detail everything from
the chandeliers.
And we make sure that every cabinet is cleaned.
You guys have, obviously over 20 plus years of experience, and some of these cleaners that I've experienced in the past that I've heard of and we'll come in and just spend like an hour or two, mop up, dust down. But there's nothing compared to what they do. I mean, literally, you can open up cabinets, open up drawers, and put the white glove service on it and inspect. And they do a great job of making sure everything is cleaned up really well. Again, chandeliers, fans, little things like that. I think it's important and adds value to what they do. So I want to thank you for helping us and always kind of partnering with us, because for our clients, we want to make sure we're always connected with people that know what they're doing and are professional and just do a good job. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. Can I tell you something real quick, by the way? She is my mom, so love her to death. I'm always going to support her, but besides that, if you didn't know what you were doing, I wouldn't be using you. No, I'm kidding. So thank you very much. We'll see you all later. Bye-bye.